I look at the property through a lens of fact-finding. I listen to the stories of the property owners, the physical characteristics of the property, and I go through the appraisal one step at a time and tell the story of the property and of how the value evolves through the data that is available. I had gone to a Frank Lloyd Wright symposium when I was in college, so when I was approached about appraising the Staley house, I was excited to be able to value it. A few years later, I got a call from a woman in Texas. I'd like you to appraise a house in Indiana. Since then, I've appraised 5 Frank Lloyd Wright houses around the country. They're all just beautiful, wonderful, fascinating experiences. My family's been in the appraisal profession for years. My father was an appraiser, my grandfather was an appraiser, and both my uncles were appraisers. Weekend activities were going and looking at houses often. I worked in my dad's office from the time I was 12. But when I was in college, my dad strongly encouraged me to come and work for him. He said it was my only opportunity to learn his business, which turned out to be true because he passed away pretty young. And when he passed away, I had to take the reins of the office in order to keep the business running. And so then after that, it was mine. I solve complex valuation problems. Eminent domain, litigation, property tax.
This is here and all the houses are super small.
My son is very interested in being an appraiser. It would make him a 4th generation appraiser. I don't want the expectation to be too high, but I would be thrilled.
Yeah.
And this is one of the weird. When I started appraising, I was the only woman in the room, and I was the youngest person in the room for probably the first 25 years. Ascend Appraisers is a membership community for women in the appraisal industry. Every time I get a bunch of women in the appraisal industry into a room together, the connections that are made are just phenomenal. And so I hope to train more women to be able to increase their income and elevate their practice to the next level. I'm Emily Braman, and I value relationships, community, and connection.